Hi guys, this is Chris, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Line 6 James Tyler Variax guitar. I've had it for about 3 months now, played over a dozen shows with it, I've made tons of videos for it already, but I think it's about time you hear my full review. So, here it is. I got my little notes on my cell phone, so we'll get into it here. Now, this video is not really going to be demonstrating the guitar. We're going to get into the video portion of it, but basically I've already made a lot of videos for the Variax, and I'll be placing links here and you can click on them to watch those videos. One of those videos that I made was the comparison between the old acoustic models and the new ones that were released with firmware update 1.8. So right there's that video, and if you want to check that out, just click there. If you're on a mobile device, you won't be able to click on any of these, so check these out on your laptop or something, and you can find them that way, or just go to my YouTube page and you can see the rest of the videos. So that's a good video because it shows you the comparison between the old and the new acoustic models. Next, a good video to see is a video I made called Groovy Hard Rock Jam. I just kind of figured I'd make this fun little song, record it all, and so right there, that's the video for that. This is a good video to see and hear what the Les Paul model sounds like. The whole video was done with the Les Paul guitar model on the Variax. And lastly, one of the videos I made demonstrates all the resonator guitars. That's the video right there. So if you want to hear the difference between a banjo and a sitar and a couple other resonator guitars, that's a good video to watch because you'll be able to hear the differences, and it's a fun video. I think it's pretty good. So, like any piece of gear, nothing is perfect. I've been kind of in the honeymoon stages of this guitar. I've had it for a couple months now, and I think I'm at the point where I can give you a honest review. So I'm going to give you the pros and cons, and then I'll give you my final words and kind of an overall, an overview of my opinion about it. So some pros. This guitar has 28 guitar models in it. One guitar has that many models. That's awesome. You got Telecaster, Strat, all those kind of things. If you want to find videos that show you all these things, just search YouTube, or ultimately you're going to get really good videos and really good information about this guitar if you just go to Line 6's website. It's line6.com. They have videos there, and the website has been revamped in the last couple months, and it's actually really good. It has a lot of good information. So go on over there and you can see all the different guitar models, and you have all these models, but then you have the alternate tuning too, and that in combination is just really great. So my first pro is that it just has so much stuff inside of it. It's really great. One of the things that's really remarkable is that you have all your guitar models, but then you have like the different kind of guitars, and that's kind of what Variax has been known for in the past. The acoustic models are really great, and here's the thing: if I really like banjo. Like, I would really love to get a banjo and really get really good at it. I think bluegrass music's kind of cool, and I watch these guys play it and it sounds really good. Problem is, I don't really want to go out and buy a banjo because a banjo is tuned differently. There's different amount of strings. When I play banjo, it does not sound good.
Killer. Oh, you just walked that one? Yeah. No, it'll be the first one. Yeah, that one's not too bad. They're not even huge. They're scratching again. They're not scratching down, the B stock from one of our warehouse retailers. Arnold retailers. It's just a B stock. No problem.
But with the Variax, what I can do is just flick over to the banjo setting. I actually just made this video today. It has, it's a little just really short clip of me doing this little country jam with a banjo. So if you want to watch that, you can click that video right there. Now, on to some more pros. The magnetic pickups actually sound really decent. It's not like they're terrible and then the modeling's good. The magnetic pickups are actually really good. It's pretty easy to use, to be honest. I mean, it has a couple of knobs, but you get the idea. And as long as everything's working properly, it works great. This guitar, another pro is that it's really great for recording. A lot of people these days have home studios, so we don't really have soundproofing or anything like that. I have to make videos all the time because something will happen outside. So like, people have home studios, and we don't really have the money or the funds to buy soundproofing or really nice microphones. So the Variax is nice because the models sound great. If you plug directly into like a multi-track recorder or something like I do, then you can get a really good sound just from the Variax. Also, if you pair it with the Pod HD 500, that is a really great combination, and everything just sounds really good. It's also really good for making background music for videos and movies. Like I said, it just has a really good quality to it, and you don't have to worry about miking anything. A lot of it's direct, and it sounds really great. And lastly, one of my most important pros for this is that the acoustic models just sound great. If you watch that acoustic model video I did, you're gonna have lots of opinions. People like the older ones better, some people like the new ones better, but it is what it is. I think the new ones sound great. A lot easier than lugging around electric and acoustic. That's what I feel. Now on to the not so fun part. I'm gonna try to do this quickly, but here's my cons. It's not the most reliable guitar. Now, thankfully, every time I've used this guitar at church or a show or anything like that, it's done what it was supposed to. I can't say that for at home. There's been times, including yesterday, I wanted to plug in with just a 1/4-inch cable. Now that should work fine, but magnetic pickups wouldn't work and the modeling wouldn't work. So it kind of makes me nervous about having this be my only guitar. So it's not really that reliable. Now hopefully some of those things are fixed with firmware updates, or maybe it's just my guitar acting up, but you can't always trust that when you plug everything in correctly that the guitar is going to work. Some other cons, then the model knob will stick sometimes. Now that really it doesn't go well then. If you try to do that, sometimes it'll think you're trying to do virtual capo, and it'll be like a 4th of July light show on your guitar. It's just not really that reliable. So that's basically my biggest cons. Another little con is that the tremolo bar has a little bit of action to it, like it's too much play in it. That can be adjusted though, so that's not that big a deal. So I guess my final words and my overall rating. For features, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. You have tons of models and everything like that. This guitar is just packed with stuff. It's really great. So 5 out of 5 for features. Action, fit, and finish, I gave it a 4 out of 5. Feels great. Can't really say anything bad about it. I've played better guitars though, so I give it a 4 out of 5. Sound quality, again with features, 5 out of 5. This thing just has such a good sound to it. Reliability and durability, kind of already explained that. It feels like a tank, but it has a computer inside of it. And sometimes that doesn't always work perfectly, especially whenever you want to rely on it even if you just want to use the magnetic pickups. And sometimes that doesn't work, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe everybody says maybe it's just mine's a bad one. There's enough stories that sometimes it just doesn't work. And so sound quality, again, 5 out of 5. Reliability, I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. That might be kind of rough, but like I said, it needs to be able to work when you plug it in. And if it doesn't, that's not reliable. Ease of use, if it worked all the time, it's really easy to use. If it doesn't, not easy to use. And so my overall rating for the James Tyler Variax is a 3.9 out of 5. Now it could be a little bit better if it was more reliable, but there's a couple of times when I've had it when it didn't work. It was very frustrating. So thanks for watching this video, and hopefully it was informative. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Hey, thanks for watching my video, and if you like this content, don't forget to subscribe by hitting that button right there. Also, check out some of these other videos. Also, you can find me on these popular social networking sites.